this addresses kind of our next question too, which I feel like we've answered a lot over this entire hour and so, but how can you improve your application? At least for me, doing activities so they'll look good on college applications, or writing about things so they'll look appealing to guidance counselor, or not guidance, acceptance counselors. To me, that is just tantamount to lying to the college, right? Saying that you're interested in something just so it'll look good, rather than being honest and just showing what interests you, right? I feel like that's absolutely like I think Not said it. If you demonstrate what's interesting to you and tell them about you and they don't accept you, then they're not the right college for you. And another college will be the right college for you, right?
I'll just add really briefly, like, if you think about it from the college's perspective, right? Like they offer so many extracurriculars and sports and fun things for you to do. They don't want to accept people who are just going to sit and study 24/7 and never do anything. But also they don't want to accept people who all do the exact same extracurriculars because they thought it looked good, because there's so much more to offer in college. And so colleges are looking for people who are going to fit in with the vibe of their college, right? So whether that's putting education first, but also doing extracurriculars that you care about, I think that's the way that it comes across in your applications. And even such a small thing, like just a side story, I had a friend who got into college, wrote her essays about the fact she was a competitive jump roper in high school, and then got to college and then started a jump rope club in college, right? So like did something that she was passionate about and then followed through on it in college and like in that way, like improved the school, right? So just kind of putting the stuff that you're actually passionate about is really the best way to quote improve your application, and just being genuine. And also like the one thing I'll add is like thinking outside the box. Like feel free to write your essays about literally whatever. I think there was a UC personal insight question that I wrote about being a mom friend, right? Like literally anything that is interesting about you is interesting about you. Like if you think it's interesting, the college will think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I love that point. Like it's the writing pieces for your applications. If this is the path that you're taking, it's a way for you to demonstrate who you are and to give the colleges a taste of who you are as a person. They have tons of information about you that you've submitted in your application, but this is one chance for you to really kind of show your qualities. And sometimes like even a creative piece can tell a lot about who you are, because that's kind of the route you've chosen. I have a senior this year, and she wrote this creative piece for her college essay, and it was essentially how her family is like a cake and she's like a blueberry pie. And it sounds really random and strange, but it was super creative. And like through the process, like it's showing the readers who she is as a person, and not just kind of like writing some very dry checking boxes type of information.
Yeah, I think Mr. Miki, you would agree with me on this, but something that I've kind of used as a stepping stone in this entire process of the college application is that colleges don't want to see the perfect human being on their application, right? Because fundamentally, the perfect human being does not exist. So if they're reading about one, obviously they're missing something, right, about you. So I've often taken up the opportunity of like writing about, maybe a mistake I've made or a failure I've made, and then more importantly, how you respond to that, a failure or mistake, right? Which I think is infinitely more powerful than just demonstrating, oh, I did all these community service activities and, I took all these AP classes. None of us are perfect. And the application should reflect that.